After the crazy nosedive in October where I lost more than 2,000 euros, my portfolio is back in green in November. Because the S&P 500 rallied almost 9% last month, this means really good things for my portfolio, and I made quite a lot of money this month. So let me show you what contributed to that number and how my portfolio is looking right now. Hello finance people, my name is Robert and I'm here to share my learnings and experiences about personal finance as a European. So let's jump into my portfolio tracker and look at the stocks. So if we look at stocks here, we can see that I did really well. I'm up by 12% and that's about 2,100 euros. And what contributed to that mostly is that Tesla went up again. So it's been fluctuating now quite a lot in the previous month. So this month it went up. So my portfolio is looking quite good because of that. And I gained about 1,700 only on that. The other one that contributed well to this is also Amazon. Amazon stock went up by 6%, and also Microsoft is doing really well, 9% up in November. So I'm pretty happy. I actually don't have anything in the minus. I don't even count this as in the minus just because I lost 2 euros. I don't really mind this one. So overall, pretty good result, especially if I compare with S&P 500. So you can see at the same time, S&P 500 was 9%. Just overall, a really good rally this month. So if I look at my ETFs, same thing. I'm up by 5.8%, and you can see I mostly have VUSA. That's my biggest stake, you can see from here. And then I have some of the world trackers, basically the world ETFs. I have two different ones, and you can see in combined they're 6,000, and my ETFs are about 17,000 euros. And all of them are up by pretty much the same amount. But what's interesting here is that although these track, S&P 500, but they're in euros, and then you have S&P 500 that is in dollars. So you can see there's some currency differences. I think either dollar got stronger this month, or was it the other way around? I always get confused about these ones, but there's some currency risk here. And this time I was actually, it was not in my favor. So in general, just happy with my about 1,200 euros from ETFs. If we look at crypto, it's doing quite well for me as well. So there was a small rally for Bitcoin in November. So you can see that's reflected. It's up by about 6%. And then that means for me about 250 euros in November. I see that the other two cryptos, they didn't do as well, but just down by 2%. In crypto world, this is nothing. And that's basically minus 24. So I'm not crying over this. Overall, even the crypto did quite well this month. So I'm quite happy what happened there. And then if we take a look at the next asset, which in this case is what's left, P2P, there no really changes. Basically, every month I'm getting about 20, 30 euros from Mintos. I have about 2,100 euros in Mintos for now. I really would like to increase this maybe to 5,000 at least, and see that way if I can actually increase my income through peer-to-peer lending. But so far so good. I'm pretty happy what they've done, how this is going. So if I look at overall how my portfolio is doing, and let's take a look, you can see that I'm up by more than 3,500 euros, which is really the best month that I've had. Obviously, this is a paper result. If I would sell everything now, then I would get this money, but we're just looking at month-to-month differences, and I'm up by 7.7% compared to S&P 500 that was 8.9. So you can see I'm running a little bit behind S&P 500, mostly because of that currency risk with my ETFs. Other than that, super good month because there's barely anything in the red here, and the ones that are, I don't even take this into account. So overall this year I'm doing quite well because I am up by about 26%, which is much more than what I expected. My goal is to be up about 7 to 8%, maybe 10, but 26 has been exceptional year for me. So I'm pretty happy with this. And in general, if I look at my distribution of my assets right now, I have, what do I have here? Most of it is in ETFs. You see 47%, and I have 36% in stocks, and then peer-to-peer lending is only 5% and crypto 13%. Now, to be honest, I would like to decrease the amount of individual stocks I have and increase maybe a bit of the peer-to-peer and the ETF. I would like to have ETF about 60%, maybe 70, and then 10% for a bit more riskier stuff, maybe 15% for crypto and these individual stocks, but really have a bit of more portfolio that is focused on long-term growth, on long-term market growth, not only individual stocks, but the whole market. If it's growing, then we're doing well. So overall, my portfolio right now, as of today, is about 53,000 euros, and I'm up by 11,000 this year. Again, this gain is only on paper. I would have to sell everything right now to get that gain, but you know, it's still nice to look at these kind of graphs. Very different story than last month when it was minus 2,000 euros. And it definitely gives you a bit more confidence just to stick with it. Now, I've been investing for the last 6 years, and there are a few mistakes that I really wish I hadn't made. Without them, my portfolio would be probably double the size. That's why I created this video right here, so you can avoid losing time and money by making the same mistakes.